This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Stafford throwing on target to Jones, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical.
There he goes right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a give, right side. Raymond. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
From the 31, Mahomes is going to loft one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
11. Check 13. X3. 218. Chopper.
Johnson running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's good.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
250.
A quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Remember, Prater has hit from 64 earlier in his career. This one not quite as long, but good from distance nonetheless. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Yellow. Collect. Hey, 57, 57. Alpha. Check the backer, check the backer.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the Combine, running a 4.3 340. And should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
on first down. Raymond. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Switch.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They'll run on first down. Johnson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's 8. 280. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm trying to collect.
Stafford on third down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On first down, Raymond. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 52 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Raymond down to the 25. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 15 yards on the play, first down. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down now, Raymond. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Butker now to add the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. And the Lions pick it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They give to Johnson going right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get this, get this. Check 37, check 37. Check 59. Right zone. Rush in, rush in, rush in. 80 weapons. Check 43. Zero.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 47-yard line.
Set. Get a 20. 59. You're not ready. You're not ready. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. White 7. Ship.
On first down, Stafford here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You. Hey, 70!
Throwing again. Stafford. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Move. Even. 4 down. Even. Kill. Big 20.
To the air again. Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Squeeze, double. Check your hot read. 15. Watch out.
On 1st down, Raymond. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Yellow. Argo on, 80. Hey, tight down. There you go. Go, run.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Hey, 43, 15. Whip. Rush the whip.
Now McCoy. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Man, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right now. Tighten up. Yellow.
They'll try again with McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And Butker able to put this one through. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Running throwing from the gun, Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
40 got. Hey, 50.
To throw on third down, Stafford. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll run on first down. Raymond. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Trey Flowers. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0.
Mike, 53.
Stafford on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Raymond. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Tackle made by the 3rd-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker. They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Brings up
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Oh, wide open, complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So that will wipe the 6 off the scoreboard.
And you talk about dampening a celebration. That's a touchdown pass that's going to be called back because of the penalty.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Check 26. 10.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Chiefs take over first. We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.